Hola, it's your girl Ari X. Are you saying? And I haven't seen you all in a while. And it's not because I'm depressed or anything. It's because I just been really self-reflecting and focusing a lot on what I gotta do for me. You know how I come here and I be telling y'all, do what y'all gotta do for you. Well, I had to stop and really think about the things that I do for myself because it's naturally I was already taking a pause, like a God-given pause, like beyond my own will. God was trying to show me some stuff about myself and things that I can do to make myself better in ways that I can be more responsible and take more accountability for my own personal life or whatever the case may be. So he kind of put a pause on a lot of things to show me that I am a great person and that I am so powerful, but it's about how I channel these powers and what I ultimately do to make the world a better place, in my opinion. Well, that's what I know because it's my life. Um like Also, I think that in my life I've chosen to judge others for stuff that I didn't understand at one point. Like I was telling y'all that before I moved into the projects or whatever, I didn't really understand what that was or the way of living or whatever, and I automatically assumed that people were just lazy and mind you, I'm not really from New York City, so I never really experienced a lot of these different things like racism and gentrification. I never really experienced it on a mass scale, and it's so masked here. There's a lot of publicity happening in New York naturally. So when a girl like me, who's beautiful and naturally just one person, I have a strong voice, and you know when I actually speak on the things that I see, there's a lot of outlets and medias that will just naturally try to make it seem like, this is normal or this is a normal way of living. It's not okay, but it is a thing. And that's what I be trying to that's the point I be trying to make when I make my videos, that okay, it might be natural for you in your life and you might be okay with wrong things happening, but for me it's kind of a shocker because I'm really innocent to a lot of things. And I know I look innocent, but I may not look innocent to you, or you may want to put me in a category in your mind. However the case may be, this is me. And I know that everybody go through things for a reason. So I'm really grateful for all of my experiences. However the case may be, sometimes I feel like it can just be intense. I could feel like it can be intense, and that's when I be coming here, y'all, snapping. Like my friend Greg, my best friend, because I have a best friend named Greg. He told me, Ari, you be fighting. And he's like, you are intense. He be like, most people be like, I wake up swinging. I wake up in full. I wake up ah. I do wake up like that though, because that's how intense my fight is. Everybody battle is different. Everybody's fighting for a different thing. Some people literally, I remember when my fight this summer, before the summer, was getting out of bed. So while someone else's fight may have been getting $1 million check signed or selling property or whatever, my fight was putting my feet on the ground. And that really taught me to be humble, because there was nobody there to help. You understand? It was literally nobody or nothing there to help me get up. And it was just I just learned not to judge people, because you never know. You might be happy and it might be easy for you to just wake up and do something so normal, get out of bed. But then for some people it's a fight and a struggle. So you should always be humble. Always try to be humble and be grateful, because while it's so much easier for you to do these things, and something make yourself food or anything simple. While it might be easy for you to walk to the kitchen and make yourself food, and then somebody who has no physical disabilities can't do the same thing because of a mental factor, you should be humble, you know. And I didn't understand that until I went through these things, and it made me a better person. And I've experienced depression before. I've experienced like a lot of different emotions, but a lot of the stuff that like I experienced throughout the pandemic and like having no like familial support system or whatever, like they were the hardest things, because I had to also be like there for my son, and there was times when I like had to beg my son to like come help me up out of bed, and he's 4, and he had to help me make him oatmeal and help me to cook for him, and it was like nothing that I could do about it. And then I met a friend, his name is Mercy, and he's a dancer, and I just was like really grateful because I was so depressed, and he just like shook it off or whatever, and taught me while teaching me the importance of movement. So like I'm really grateful for that experience. I'm really grateful for that experience. It humbled me. He's crazy, but I'm crazy, and it humbled me. Yeah. So I guess the conclusive message for today is like, don't judge others. And I also said this morning I'm gonna be kinder to myself, because previously I really wasn't that nice to myself. Like I feel like I was really being hard on myself, or harder than I should be, because like I just feel like when I mess up, like I be like, I know better every day though. And then there's some days when I just like, it seems like I could be so careless and so carefree, but that's not the case. It's just like I be having other stuff to worry about. I gotta think about like a lot of different factors. But overall, my goal this week is to be better than I was last week. So it might be hard, but I'm not saying that I was at my best last week. It's just like, it's just a naturally hard task, because Ari is dramatic. Ari is a very dramatic person. Like, not dramatic, just drama filled. And some days can be intense with her. And then some days are just so pleasant because she's so nice and kind and sweet, and I love it. So it's your girl Ari X. Are you saying, remember, do what you gotta do for you. I don't want y'all to forget. Like, I don't care if y'all think I just be blabbering, right? I don't care what y'all take from any of my conversations, but what I do want you to take from me is the fact that I always tell you, do what you gotta do for you. And I really mean it from the bottom of my heart, because I know people like that comes from me saying that, comes from like my no judgment factor as well, as I can see. Like, I know people who just do a lot of stuff for other people. They do everything, you know, they be at people's business and just, but do what you gotta do for you. Focus on yourself. And I be talking to myself too. Every day I be having to myself, you gotta do what you gotta do for you. It is a hard thing to master for me, so that's why I made it my slogan. Because every time I talk to y'all, I be talking to myself too. Because I can always come back and watch these videos and be like, oh, on this day I felt like this, on this day I said that. Like a diary. So I love y'all, and be safe out here. I don't even got my mask on, but y'all put y'all mask on, because the corona is real. I love y'all.